Pokemon Trainer.
And let's see what Heck Bucket's working with. Oh wow. First match is underway just like that, and away we go. Heck Bucket starts off with Squirtle. Squirtle's he's doing some damage to some right now. Damaging some quite a bit here. Found the offense and hasn't let up run for gas since. Some's got to do some work if she plans on getting back into this match. But Heck Bucket's not going to make it easy for her. No, not at all. Nice block by Heck Bucket there. Holy smokes. Heck Bucket just in some flying. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's a flying Zelda going down to 2 stocks. See you later, son. What a razor leaf attack from Heck Bucket there on some. Heck Bucket, some launches Heck Bucket across the stage now. Heck Bucket has to make a nice recovery, and he does. Heck Bucket with the up smash. And another up smash. Some goes down to 1 stock here in the early goings of match number 1. Heck Bucket is in trouble, looking to get some offense going on Heck Bucket. That fireball finds its mark, and away goes Heck Bucket down to 2 stocks. Heck Bucket is at 2 stocks, and some is at 1 stock. Bucket, wow. Heck Bucket with a flamethrower attack from Charizard. Heck Bucket looking for a fireball, can't find it. Nice wing attack there by Heck Bucket to take some down and send her out and take game number 1 of the set. Game 2 is underway shortly for you guys here, folks. We'll see if the players elect to stay on their characters or if they elect to go with somebody new to try. It seems like Heck Bucket's going back on Pokemon Trainer, and some is going to go right back. Oh, some switched it up to Sheep. She wants to see her luck change. She wants to win this match and even this setup. Alright, Squirtle starting things off again for HP. And some is looking to get the offense going and trying not to get knocked out into loser's bracket this early on in the match. What a shot by Heck Bucket on some there. Nice job by some to recover. Oh my goodness, what a Heck Bucket's razor leaf can't find anybody. Found somebody that time and up smash is going to be all she wrote for some. Some goes down to 2 stocks during game number 2 out of a possible 3. She has to get some things figured out though if she wants to have a shot at winning this set. Nice flying whip into a slam attack there by Heck Bucket. Heck Bucket has to make a recovery. Does so nice. Heck Bucket going back in on the offense. Some looking to generate some offense of her own. Wow, what a shot by Heck Bucket. Not relenting on the offense. Heck Bucket switches out to Charizard. You do have 3 Pokemons to use as your Pokemon trainer. It's Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. It's kind of weird how they did one evolution of each starter, but then again, it is Super Smash Brothers, so I digress. Heck Bucket is at 117% damage now 120, now 126. Can some do it and take him down to 2 stock, or will he get perfect stock by Heck Bucket here? Heck Bucket has to make a recovery. Nice fire spin, but that didn't find anybody. Nobody. What a shot from Heck Bucket. What a shot from some taking Heck Bucket down to 2 stocks. Some says, I'm not going away quietly, and you're not going to make me go away quietly. Heck Bucket. Some's making Heck Bucket earn this one at 104% damage. Heck Bucket looking to put the finishing touches on this match. And 1-up smash is going to send some flying. GG's and congratulations to Heck Bucket on that one. Holy smokes. Next set on stream is going to be Blubby and Dragon. Wow. We are starting things off hot here in tonight's tournament. And if you're just joining, this is Smash Masters number 90. I'm your host for tonight, Mudkip. Gonna be coming to you live on our last Monday night of Smash Masters. Smash Masters will be moving to Friday nights after tonight, tentatively for the summer. Stay tuned for the update on that. We will start at the same time, which will be 7 o'clock, 7:30 Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, that'll tentatively be 4 o'clock for you guys. Oh, well, it seems like we have our first villager player in Blubby. And let's see who Dragon typically uses. Dun dun dun. Dragon, it seems like, uses Joker and Zelda. Or is that Joker and Palutena? I can't tell from the emotes. We'll just see when they get started. We got Blubby on the left. We got Dragon on the right side of your screen. Alright, getting the stocks set up and getting their controllers inputted. Personally, I absolutely love calling new sets, because that not only gives the players that come some exposure, but definitely more interesting for me too, because now, like, it's just a guessing game for, like, everybody involved, like new people, new sets, just the community getting together and having fun. That's what it's all about, in my opinion, at the end of the day. Alright. Getting their controllers situated. Stage and character selection will be underway shortly. Alright. Ready, bear one. Here we go. Rule sets picked. Stage selection has been set. Might have to go redo that stage selection. I don't think they're allowed to pick random. But we shall see what goes on here. So it seems like Blubby is going to lock in on Villager. And Emmy is going to lock in on Kurt. So that's who Dragon plays. Alright. Villager. Blubby locks in on Villager. Dragon locks in on Corbin. And away we go. Alright. Guess they're just trying to get the controls figured out before they get to fighting. Not a whole lot happening on the screen right now. They may be new to the game, which is totally fine. Alright. It looks like Blubby's gonna be the first to get damage on Dragon. He's damaged Dragon for 3% damage so far. Kinda just slow rolling this up. Whoopsies. Blubby took a tumble off the stage. Oh, this may be a bracket reset here, guys. Alright, bracket reset. So nobody wins that game. 0-0. Alright, reset. Apparently something went wrong with something. Minor technical difficulties. We will have Blubby and Dragon next up on screen. Alright. Blubby on Villager, Dragon on Corbin. Let's get this show on the road. Alright. Okay. Blubby with a rocket attack. Good rocket attack early in the goings, trying to connect with Dragon. Blubby has already done 30 damage Dragon for 47% damage. Will he be able to slay the Dragon tonight? Let's find out together. Dragon coming back with some offense of her own, hanging in there against Blubby right now. Blubby's looking to find whatever works. Hey, sometimes spamming an attack works if your opponent doesn't have a counter for it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. What a nice recovery by Blubby there. And drops a cannonball. Drops a bowling ball to spike Dragon. Holy smokes. I may be wrong. Blubby may have played Smash before. Looking like a true veteran out here with the spikes. Dragon's not going to be able to counter. She's down to one stock. Can Blubby finish the job here? Blubby's at 65% damage. Dragon's at 13. Dragon has to figure something out. Oh my goodness. Both of those players are off the stage. Both make an immaculate recovery. It's going to be Blubby going on the attack first on Dragon. Dragon's looking for the looking to take Blubby down to 2 stocks here. He's at 113% damage, so he does have to be careful. One good shot from Dragon could send him flying just like that. Uh-oh, Blubby's not gotta make a recovery, and Blubby does. What another nice recovery by Blubby. Dragon knocks Blubby out and sends him flying. It's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's a flying villager from Animal Crossing. Alright, Blubby's right back on the attack. Oh, plants a tree, gets the tree. Oh my goodness, just dove the wrong way. Wow. GG's to Blubby, and good job on taking down game numero uno in this set. I said one message, bro. It's okay, Schmitty. It's kind of picky sometimes. I don't know. Twitch just be weird, bro. It's fine. Welcome into our viewing chat, Schmitty Finkelbottom. Sorry, I just totally butchered your name. Smash Masters number 90. Blubby took down game number 1. Can he take down game number... Okay. Apparently I don't know Smash Notes, because that's Pyro Myth, not Palutine. I do apologize for that, chat. Go Blubby. I digress, he's already won one match. Wow, Dragon may have learned from her last match. Getting things started off hot in game number 2. I don't think she liked losing last round too much. Blubby's got to get some things figured out, and Blubby does. Blubby plants a tree on the wrong side of the stage. Either that or Dragon just totally roll dodged the tree there. Both of the players are fighting up the tree. We're going to see which way it goes down. Nope. Blubby's going to catch her in his net and throw her across the stage. Blubby with another rocket attack. Grabs her in his net again and starts just shooting away at her like she's a target for target practice. Well, that works because Dragon's down to 2 stocks now. Bobby's at 99% damage, so he does have to watch out. That up smash didn't find anybody. Nobody home there. Bobby opens an umbrella. Wow. Nice wood rocket there by Bobby to try to eliminate Dragon and take him down to one stock, but not so quickly. Dragon just sent Bobby flat. Can he recover? He has the balloons. He is able to make a recovery. Nice job by Bobby on the recovery there. That was an amazing recovery. We do have another player who plays Pirate Mithra, and his name is Ancient Red. He is not here tonight. Who's Flash? Alright, well, Bobby's down to 2 stocks. This is now a 2-stock even match. 109, 111, 117. Dragon's teetering on the edge of disaster. Oh my goodness. Dragon's gonna try to eliminate Blubby and send him down to 1 stock. Blubby with a net. Blubby can't find a Dragon with a slash. Trying to prevent Blubby from recovering. Blubby does so anyway. Nice job recovering by Blubby. Dragon slashes him to the other side of the stage. Blubby drops a bowling ball, nobody home. Dragon with a couple of more slashes. I can't tell who got the better of that exchange. It looks like Blubby did. Blubby with another tree spawn. Blubby just threw something at Dragon. Kicks Dragon off the stage. He's going to try to shoot Dragon again off the stage. Nope. He's just going to up smash Dragon into oblivion. Good job to Dragon on hanging on for 171% damage before getting eliminated. Congratulations. Welcome to our new viewer in chat. This is Smash Masters number 90. We're currently under game 2 of Blubby and Dragon. Blubby has won the first game. We're going to see who wins the second game. Blubby is at 114% damage. Will he get taken down to 1 stop by Dragon? That is the $1 million question. It's crazy how bad this matchup is for Villager. Yeah, unfortunately. Pirate Mithra just had the speed, but I mean, nonetheless, Blubby just won game number 2, so that was a bit of a counter match for Villager because Pirate Mithra just fly around stage like it's nothing. Schmitty Finkelbottom says, let's go. Alright, the next set on stage is going to be, well, we'll provide headstart.gg up. Sorry, chat. Habibi and Beastman taking the stage next. These two have met in competition before. Wow, she is good. Yeah, Pirate Mithra, well, she played Pirate Mithra really well, so congratulations to Dragon on that. She definitely made Blubby earn the 2 wins, or earn his second win. So Beastman and Habibi are going at it now. We'll see if Habibi still chooses to use Min. It seems like Beastman may lock in on Ice Climbers. They're getting their controller set up. Next up is stage selections. Hey guys, just to let chat know, we are moving to Friday nights after tonight, so the next stream will tentatively be this Friday at 7 or 7:30, depending on whenever one gets here. And yep, still going to be the same time, and we're still going to be running the same screen. Alright. Let's see what kind of action we got going on here. Beastman.
Min, Ice Climber.
Oh wait. Alright. I have that right. So Beastman's on Ice Climbers. BB's on Min. Beastman getting his started off red on in game number 1. Beastman has won in... Holy smokes, the BB is 107 and 6. Yikes. Yeah, let's just say Habibi's played a lot of Smash in this time. Habibi making it look like light work out here. Already taken down Beastman to 2 stops in this one. Holy smokes. I don't know if he's going to take this whole tournament down though, so we'll have to stay tuned and find that out together. Wow, what a grab and what a throw by Habibi. Not even letting Subaru breathe out here. Holy smokes. Habibi's just smashing away at Beastman. Beastman doesn't exactly have a response. Habibi's still at 2 stops. That one hammer shot from Beastman though did send Habibi flying, so Habibi is now down to 2 stocks too. But working with a lot of damage advantage. The damage advantage is absolutely insanity. 129 damage. I don't exactly know. Oh, never mind. Subaru just got knocked out. I was gonna say I don't know how Subaru's still alive on 1 ice climber. But apparently if you knock one of the ice climbers out, you still live, but like you knock the other one out, like they both like disappear. I don't know exactly how that works. Again, Smash is one of those like little weird games. I think you should at least get some sort of handicap if you're fighting 2 people, which is basically all when you're fighting ice climbers. But what a shot from Habibi, keeping Beastman at bay. Somehow deflects the icicle smash right back into Beastman. I don't know how he pulled that one off either. Absolutely insane plays by both of these contestants right now. Uh-oh. Habibi's gonna recover first. And Beastman's gonna find himself off the stage. And that's going to be the game. Game number 1 going to Habibi. Habibi looking to take this into the next round.
Start the battle. Ice Climber.
And here and away we go for game number 2 between Habibi and Beastman.
Go!
Alright. Habibi getting things started off hot again. And Beastman looking to generate some offense of his own. Has to dodge block a couple of attacks by Habibi. Doing good otherwise though. Wow, what a series of shots by Habibi on Beastman. Habibi on Beastman. Oh yeah, that's something right the first time. Already has Beastman at 105% damage. Looking to get the first stock elimination underway, and finally does. One such right from Habibi. He's gonna send Beastman flying. See you later, Beastman. Thank you for coming tonight. Holy smokes. Beastman with a up smash on Habibi again. Habibi has to work back onto the stage and is able to. Nice recovery there by Habibi. Nope, Habibi just got smashed right into our screen. That wasn't very nice. On Beastman to do. Habibi going right back, picking up right back where he left off on Beastman. Generating that offense that he's so known for in this. Beastman has to get something figured out if he plans on winning this match. It's not looking too good for him right now, but he does have Habibi off the stage. We'll see if he's able to capitalize. Habibi has to work himself back onto the stage, and he does. Both of these players back on stage. Beastman, Subaru looking to knock Habibi down to 1 stock. He's already at 1 stock himself. 110 damage for Beastman Subaru. Will he get KO'd here or who will live on him? Oh my god. Habibi just bounced Beastman off the side of the stage. I don't know how he's still alive. Beastman guarding that ledge for his life. try to send a BB down to 1 stock. Not going to work though. Game, set, match. Your winner of this set is going to be BB. Next up on stage is Zunderman and Blubby. Alright, Zunderman and Blubby are your next players on stream. The winner of that will move on to play 2 Zaki, who's a... Hey! We have a Donkey Kong main in the building. Let's go! I'm kind of impartial to Donkey Kong because he's who I like to use when I'm playing Smash, so... Definitely good luck to Zaki tonight on Donkey Kong. With plenty of good competitors to speak of. Zunderman and Blubby taking place next on stage. Wait. Zunderman's Doctor... Am I seeing this right? Hold on. I want to say who Zunderman locks in on. I'm thinking this might be Dr. Insano.
Villager.
Huh.
Min.
Maybe not.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, Zunderman and Blubby getting started on stage. Alright, Zunderman's taking a lot of damage from Blubby right now. Blubby making it look like light work out here against Zunderman. And Zunderman's on Min, so Min definitely does have the reach advantage against Villager because Villager kind of needs to be close to attack you unless he's doing his wood hydrant launch, which he just did a couple of times there. So definitely curious to see what happens. Pretty sure this Zunderman guys used to compete as Dr. Insane, although I could be totally wrong on that. Nonetheless, let's go Blubby. Definitely, we got a few Blubby fans in chat. Well, if this is Dr. Insano she's playing against, then yeah, definitely let's go Blubby. Anywho, what a shot from Blubby on Zunderman there. She is holding her own. Zunderman with a grab, Zunderman with a couple of punches. Blubby has to work herself back to stage. She is able to. Zunder with another grab on Blubby, but Blubby's not there. Nobody home. That grab went empty. Zunderman firing a fist at Blubby that doesn't find her at all. How is Zunderman still alive? He's at 123% damage. Blubby's gonna throw everything in the arsenal at her at this rate. Blubby's gotta work herself back to the stage, and she does. Fires another wood hydrant at Zunderman. Zunderman somehow deflects it and fires it right back at Blubby. Punches Blubby while off the stage. That was kind of a cheap shot from Zunderman. Nonetheless, knocks Blubby down to 2 stocks. We're in game number 1. We are still in game 1, folks. This has been a highly contested match between Blubby and Zunderman. Blubby is on Villager, Zunderman's on Min. Wow, Blubby with a double attack to try to take Zunderman down to 2 stocks. currently sitting at 161% damage. Blubby's sitting at 85. In dangerous territory. Skating on thin ice. Oh my goodness. Both of those players are able to get back on stage, but it's going to be Blubby getting the bit of that offensive exchange. Thunderman looking to send that tree right back into Blubby, right where it came from. Nope, Blubby's not going to let that happen. Blubby with the non-stop offense on Thunderman. That's what you have to do if you want to beat a Min-Min. Close that gap and just go hammer down. Wow. What an amazing recovery by Blubby there. Thunderman's down to one stop. And apparently now so is Blubby after he jumped right into a Thunderman punch with a wrecking ball. That's not going to feel good. Who's going to get this last stop and go up in this set 1-0? Thunderman's not going to make things easy. That's for sure. Attacking Blubby with left and right. So we'll give him the stick. Yep. That's what I said. Nice. What a nice couple of shots by Blubby there on Thunderman. Trying to close the gap. As Thunderman dug into the ground, dug into the stage. Can't finish him off there. Going to look for the finishing touches. Thunderman's probably not going to trying not to let her recover here. Nonetheless, he was able to do so far. Wow! What a nice recovery by Blubby there. She was able to recover, made Thunderman committed and could not recover. W game 1 for Blubby. Taking it down. Holy smokes. She's not good, folks. She's amazing. Honestly, I've never seen anybody play Villager like that. I think Blubby was a professional Smash player the way she's carrying this game. Holy cow. Alrighty, well, we're on to game 2. And Blubby already has Lunda. I'm just going to call him Z-Man. Z-Man's already sitting at 58% damage. Blubby's sitting at 71% damage. Now 95% damage. Can Z-Man get the final touches on Blubby and take her down to 2 stocks? We'll see what happens here. Blubby has to make her way back to the stage. Fires an arrow for good measure, just to give himself a little bit of space. He's able to do so. Nice wood hydrant. Wood hydrant's not going to find anybody though. Thunderman's punching, but he's punching thin air. He's not finding a target. Blubby able to close the gap on Zunda. Nice job there by Blubby. Blubby gets sent halfway flying across the stage. Blubby has to make a recovery. Dodges the punches from Z-Man. Holy smokes. We got the bit of that exchange. I think Zunda did. Blubby has to make her way back on the stage. Blubby's able to. Another wood hydrant shot. And another wood hydrant shot. But Zunda's able to recover. Down smash sends Blubby flying with 2 stocks. It's okay though. She still has 2 stocks to play with. That up smash was absolutely immaculate by Blubby though. I'm not going to lie. Nice shot by Blubby, taking Z-Man down to 2 stocks. Zunda has to figure something out if he wants a shot at beating Blubby. He's already down in this game, 1-0 against Blubby. What a shot from Z-Man, but nobody home on that one. Punching thin air again. As Blubby is going to make him miss a couple of punches and finally close the gap in. That was a nice idea by Blubby, but unfortunately that didn't work too well for her though. Had her knocked off the stage, but wasn't able to finish it off. Z-Man's going to be able to punch his way back onto the stage and make a nice recovery. Blubby and Z-Man both have to make a recovery. Z-Man looking for the final punch it to knock Blubby out to 1 stop. Blubby's not going to go away quietly though. Blubby rides a hydrant. Gets punched by Z-Man. It's taken down to 1 stock. It's alright though. Bloody's still at 1 stock, and Z-Man has 2 stocks left. But Bloody's gonna look to take advantage and close this gap against Z-Man. Fires a hydrant right back at him, continuing on with a couple of punches. Not going to let him breathe. Bloody has to make a recovery. Oh my goodness, it's going to be Z-Man taking it down. And Z-Man evens this set up at 1 game apiece. We're going to see who takes down game number 3. Our first game 3 of the evening.
Stop the battle. Min manager.
Congratulations to Heck Bucket for winning his set against JC Brady.
2, 1, go!
Alright, Blubby and Zunderman getting back at it on stage. Hey, I like this Schmitty guy. Giving Blubby some encouragement. He says, you got this, Blubby. It's okay, you win some, you lose some. You learn from your matches that you lose and just move on and try to take down the next one. Nice bowling ball drop. Blubby is adapting her strategy a little bit. She learned a couple of things from the last round with Z-Man. Gonna look to make those changes here. Gonna look to make him run out of his shield. That's a wonderful idea. That's a good way to stun somebody. She dove off the stage prematurely though on that play. But he's able to work herself back up to the stage. Z-Man gets the grab, gets a couple of punches. He's going to have to he's not able to take Blubby down to 2 stops. Blubby's still somehow finding a way to hang on. Gets a fire hydrant, gets a couple of arrows sent his way. Z-Man with another punch that takes Blubby out. Blubby has to find a way to make a recovery, and Blubby does. Blubby has to watch out for that punch though. Z-Man's got those really long arms on Min Min, and he's going to look to use that to his advantage any way he possibly can. Good job to create some separation from Blubby. Nice job by Blubby to take Z-Man down to 2 stocks in the early goings of match number 3. This one for the right to go into the next round. Z-Man sends Blubby flying. Blubby respawns and looking to go right back to work on Z-Man, picking up right where he left off. But Z-Man's not letting Blubby breathe on this one. Going all out. Going for broke on this. Punching Blubby's wood hydrant right back at him. Continuing on with a couple of punches. Not going to let Blubby breathe here. His arms do extend off screen. That's how crazy Minion's punches are. She reminds me a lot of Dawson from Street Fighter. If you know, then you know. With a super long reach. Nice job by Blubby to wait till he committed the punch to get back on stage. Things are looking kind of bleak for Blubby. She goes down to 1 stop. Z-Man with another punch. Can't find the target though. Blubby with a nice wood hydrant. Z-Man punches that down too. Finally finds another wood hydrant that launches into Z-Man and damages himself. Blubby looking to go to work on Z-Man. Z-Man not letting that happen. Z-Man has Blubby right where he wants her. We're going to see if he can finish the job. Wow. Blubby's holding her own against Z-Man. Do give her some credit. Z-Man's not making this easy for Blubby. Range characters are kind of range characters and fast characters, which Min Min is both, are kind of a villager counter. So, good job on Min Min. Good job on Thunderman trying to picking a fast character to try to counter Blubby here. That punch is going to send Blubby flying, and your winner of this set's going to be Thunderman, moving on to the next round. Congratulations to Blubby for a hard-fought match, though. Definitely wasn't easy. Next is going to be Habibi and Booyah Blaster. Seems like we got a Falco player on our hands here. Off screen we have Blubby against Riku Lee and Beastman against Dragon going on right now.
Start the battle.
And on stage we have Habibi and Booyah Blaster. Seems like Booyah Blaster is sporting a Smash Con shirt.
Start the battle.
Yeah, that definitely was a close set. Blubby almost find a way to win that one. That definitely wasn't easy. Was not an easy matchup at all, for sure. All right. Booyah Blaster and Habibi going at it. Match number 1 underway.
Go!
Going to see who takes down this set. Booyah Blaster going after Habibi. Both of these players are kind of ranged. Falco does have a ray gun. Ooh, excuse me, Jack. Booyah Blaster just has really long reach against. I mean, Min just has really long arms against anybody he plays against. And putting those arms to good use here, going to make Booyah Blaster recover, and he does. Booyah Blaster sends Habibi up, looking for a finish, unable to do so. Wow! Booyah Blaster on the recovery. Habibi tried to spike him, missed the spike completely, goes down to 2 stocks. That mistake may have proved costly for Habibi. We will see here. Habibi damages Booyah Blaster for 100% damage. We'll see if he's able to take him down to 2 stocks. Booyah Blaster holding his own against Habibi here though. With the up kick, how to make a recovery. Habibi has Booyah Blaster off the stage. He's trying to punch his way into the next round here. Booyah Blaster able to kick his way back onto the stage. Gets a couple of small combos going against Habibi. Let's see if he's able to do anything here. Habibi just kind of waiting for Booyah Blaster to make a mistake. Yeah, she's in losers. She's in losers bracket currently. She has one more match to play potentially. And who knows, it may be on stage. Oh, seems like Habibi finally took Booyah Blaster down to 2 stocks. We'll see what happens here. Habibi grabs Booyah Blaster, slams him down. Booyah Blaster has to make a recovery and does. Booyah Blaster sitting at 91% damage, 99, 112 count. Habibi punches him one more time, sends him down to 1 stock. What a shot by a Booyah Blaster on Habibi there. Both of these players have to make a recovery. Both of them do. It's going to be Booyah Blaster recovering first. Both of the players down to 1 stock. This is a 1 stock match, guys. next stop wins. Who's it gonna be? Booyah Blaster or Habibi? Stay tuned and find out. Somehow that punch got deflected. I mean, I'd be willing to bet the barn that Thunderman stopped her Insano personally, but that's just me. And if it is Dr. Insano, Blubby didn't lose to, like... Blubby lost to somebody that was really good. I'll put it that way. Nice job! Nice job there by Habibi, taking down game number 1 against Booyah Blaster. We'll see if Booyah Blaster is able to recover in game number 2.
Battle.
Looks like game 2 is going to be taking place at Smashville.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, we'll see what happens here. Habibi and Booyah Blaster going at it again. Habibi coming out hot in game number 2. Damaging Booyah Blaster for a pretty significant amount of damage. Already has him down to 2 stocks. Booyah Blaster responds, looking to work his magic against Habibi here. We'll see if that's able to happen. Has Habibi at 40%, has to make a recovery back on stage. He's able to do so. Nice flaming kick by Booyah Blaster on Habibi. Habibi's at 58%. Both players are off the stage. Both players are fighting off the stage. Both players make a recovery. It's going to be Habibi with a grappling with a slam. Booyah Blaster with a couple of up kicks on Habibi. We'll see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Habibi tried to punch Booyah Blaster. Booyah Blaster was able to recover, able to get the grab, able to get the throw and the kick. Nice job by Booyah Blaster to hang on. Both of these competitors actually. And it's going to be Booyah Blaster sending Habibi into the screen and taking him down to 2 stocks. Booyah Blaster with a continuous up kicks on Habibi right now. Habibi looking to punch Booyah Blaster, no to an avail. Oh my goodness. What a series of combinations by Booyah Blaster on Habibi. Habibi trying to counter back with some combos of his own. And going to knock Booyah Blaster up and out and take him down to 1 stock. We'll see what happens here between Habibi and Booyah Blaster. Wow, what a laser gun shot by Booyah Blaster. Taking Habibi down to 1 stock, making sure he couldn't recover that time. But Habibi's coming back with a fiery vengeance. Throwing right, throwing left, throwing a couple of hooks at him. We shall see what happens here between Booyah Blaster and Habibi. Booyah Blaster looks like he's getting the better of Habibi right now. Jumped off the stage, almost tried to spike Habibi there. Habibi's able to avoid the spike and work his way back to stage. Good job by Habibi. Habibi trying to punch Booyah Blaster and prevent him from recovering on stage. Booyah Blaster is able to do so anyway. Habibi with another kick, looking for a couple of more punches. Both of these players make a recovery. Wow, what a shot by Habibi. I don't know how Booyah Blaster survived there. But somehow he did. Both of these players able to work back on stage, and it's going to be Habibi taking down Booyah Blaster. And moving on to the next round.
Stop battle. Min.
Oh. Wait, guess we're moving on to the. I guess we're moving on to the best of 5 now.
Go!
I'm sorry, Chad. We got one more match, and a couple of more chances for Booyah Blaster to win. If Habibi wins this match, he will go on to the next round. Habibi with a pretty significant amount of damage on Booyah Blaster right now. Let's see what happens here. Habibi off the stage, finds himself in trouble. Able to punch Booyah Blaster, both of the players are able to recover back on stage. Nice job by Habibi to punch Booyah Blaster to prevent him from recovering on the stage. Bounces Booyah Blaster off the stage. Booyah Blaster with a nice combination against Habibi now. Habibi gets the grab, gets the slam, looking to slam Booyah Blaster to the next millennium. Both players are off the stage and fighting. It's who's going to get the better of this exchange, and it's going to be Habibi taking down Booyah Blaster to 2 stops. Here in the early goings of match number 2. I mean match number 3, rather. Sorry. And Booyah Blaster is just all over Habibi right now. It takes him down to 2 stocks. This is a 2-stock even match. Whoever gets this next stock advantage could be critical. Congratulations. Welcome to our new viewer in chat on screen. This is Smash Masters number 90, and I'm your host for tonight, Mudkip. Just to let you guys know, we will be moving to Friday nights for our Smash tournaments after this. So if you guys want to come back and tune in on Friday night at 7 or 7:30, we would love to have you coming out. Nice job by Habibi to punch Booyah Blaster. Knocks him back on stage. Both of these players taking a pretty significant amount of damage. But it's going to be Booyah Blaster coming on the better, getting the better end of the offensive combinations there. What a shot by Habibi on Booyah Blaster. Looking to damage Booyah Blaster again. Finds Booyah Blaster, has Booyah Blaster off the stage. Booyah Blaster with a couple of punches, a couple of kicks, and a couple of shots on Habibi. Not able to take him down yet. Habibi's still hanging on 118% damage. I don't know how he's still alive. But apparently he is. What? Oh wow, what a shot from Habibi. Almost gave Booyah Blaster the boost he needed to recover, but no. It's going to be Habibi taking it down in game number 3. Congratulations to Habibi for moving on to the next round. This next set's going to be Tuzaki and Zunderman. Good job by both of these competitors. Z-Man and Tuzaki taking their spots on stage right now. Oh. Alright, Chatty. This is Z-Man against Tuzaki. up on stream for you guys next year. Actually, I'm going to check something real quick, chat.
Start the battle. Min. Donkey Kong.
Alright guys, that pretty much just confirmed something. So Zunderman's old gamer tag used to be Dr. Insano. And it's Z-Man against 2 Zaki right now. Zaki's getting the better of Z-Man, doing a lot of damage. Now, the one thing that works to Donkey Kong's disadvantage is he is one of the heavier characters, so when you launch him, he does go a lot farther and has a lot harder time making a recovery. Z-Man going right back on the attack against Zaki here. Z-Man gets the grab, gets the throw, has 2 Zaki off stage. Lasts 2 Zaki up in the air. Zaki's gonna get the grab. Zaki's gonna get the throw. He should have threw him harder. Z-Man looking to make a recovery, not able to do so. Z-Man able to down dash against 2 Zaki there. Both of the players seem fine. It's going to be Zunderman who hangs on. Z-Man's at 142% damage. We'll see what Zaki can do here against him. Able to get the spike. Nice shot there by 2 Zaki against Zunderman. It's a couple of ground pound shots against him. And looking to swat. Swat at him. Swats Z-Man on stage. Bounces him off of it. Both players are off stage. Z-Man gets the grab, gets the throw. No to an avail. Zaki with a grab and a throw, and with the spinning fists on Z-Man. Wow, what a shot from 2 Zaki on Z-Man. Taking them down to 1 stock. Ensuring he wasn't able to come back on stage and make a recovery. Z-Man may have Zaki's number here though. What a punch from Zaki. What a punch from Zaki. Came back with a thunderous punch. That punch is dangerous if you're sitting at high damage. Trust me, I should know. That sucker punch looks like it dazed Z-Man a little bit. Able to make a recovery. Z-Man has Zaki at 141% damage. Blocks a couple of punches from Zunderman. But Z-Man damages Zaki and takes him down to 1 stock too. 98% damage for Z-Man. Zaki looking for the up smash, no to an avail. What a hammer fist shot! It's going to send Z-Man up and away. Your winner of game number 1 is going to be 2 Zaki. Holy smokes! Congratulations to Zaki for taking game number 1 away from Z-Man.
Donkey Kong, Min.
Game number 2 underway.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. It's going to be Z-Man getting things going in game number 2 this time against to Zaki. But Zaki is holding his own against Z-Man here. Both of these players taking a little bit of damage. Z-Man gets the better of the first stock against Zaki. Zaki looking to bounce back in this one against Z-Man. We'll see if he's able to. Both of the players are off the stage. Zaki's looking to make Z-Man's looking to make a recovery. Max not going to let him do it that easily. Both players working their way back on stage. Both players able to do so. Zaki smashes Z-Man a good one. Smashes him up, but can't smash him out. Z-Man's still sitting at 150% damage. Still alive somehow, sitting on all three stocks. One upshot from Zaki's going to take Z-Man down to 2 stocks. What a shot from Zaki on Zunderman again. Zunderman's not able to make a recovery. We'll see what happens here. Zunderman staying right on the attack. It's going to absolutely sucker. Zaki's absolutely going to sucker punch Zunderman and send him flying. And you take down game number 2 just like that. It's going to be all she wrote.
Steve!
On to game number 3. Thunderman's gonna lock him out, Steve. Oh, once a Steve player, always a Steve player. Okay, the idea of playing against Steve is you ideally want to make Steve chase you. You do not want to chase Steve because Steve's capable of building, and he builds quick. We'll see if Zaki's strategy works against Zunderman here. Seems like Z-Man knows what he's doing. Z-Man has to make a recovery. Zaki's just swatting away at Z-Man, trying to land anything he can find right now against him. Drops an anvil, no to an avail. Both of these spears are at over 100% damage. What a nice kick from Zaki on Z-Man. Taking him down to once, taking him down. What a shot from Z-Man on Zaki there. Able to get the damage, able to get him down to 2 stocks. Both players are at 2 stocks. Zaki has the damage advantage. Yep, now Zaki has a stock advantage too. He just sucker punched Z-Man. Z-Man got sent flying. Alright. Both of these players are trying to figure each other out. Zaki's still on 2 stocks. Zunderman's on 1 stock. He's at 46% damage. 1-1. Nice job on Z-Man and Zaki against Zaki. They're taking him down on 1 stock. Z-Man's not going to let up on the attack now. Zaki's going to have to find a way to respond and get back on stage, and he is. Zunderman's going diamond mining. Zaki's not going to let that happen though. Goes right after him. Zaki gets a grab, gets the throw. Has Z-Man up in the air, but can't capitalize. Z-Man's going to go back to building his box again. Gets the has diamond. Zaki's going to throw him bounce him right off the side of the stage, and Zaki's going to advance to the next round of this tournament. Your next match on screen is going to be Head Bucket against Booyah Blaster. So Habibi moves on to grand finals. Congratulations. I'm sorry. Habibi and Zaki are going to play next on play in the winners final match. We are currently on the losers quarterfinal match. Both sets set to go for potential 5 games.
Start the battle.
But BB and Zaki should be a good match. I have not seen anybody play Donkey Kong like that in a really long time, so congratulations to both those contestants on a hard-fought match.
Pokemon Trainer.
Game number 1 underway, and away we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, we're getting things started hot in game number 1 for you guys. It's going to be Booyah Blaster getting things started off hot and early. Damaging Heck Bucket for 66% damage already. We are Heck Bucket firing back. Booyah Blaster's firing back. One's at 74, one's at 90. Oh my goodness. Who's gonna get the better of the other contestant here? Nobody knows. We're gonna have to stay tuned and find out. What a shot from Booyah Blaster on Heck Bucket. Blasts Heck Bucket into oblivion. Takes Heck Bucket down to 2 stocks. Booyah Blaster gonna look to win game number 1 here. Alright. Wow, what a shot by Heck Bucket, knocking Booyah Blaster down to 2 stocks. I got a feeling this is going to be a neck-and-neck match against Heck Blaster and Booyah Bucket. Playing like they've seen each other in the tournament before. Maybe they have. I'm just saying that. Heck Bucket able to make a nice recovery. Booyah Blaster with a nice combo of his own. Heck Bucket looking to close the gap on Booyah Blaster. Booyah Blaster's looking to get a couple of ray gun shots in on Heck Bucket. Is able to do so. Nice combination there by Heck Bucket on Booyah Blaster. Both of these players taking a pretty significant amount of damage. Booyah Blaster launching Heck Bucket. Heck Bucket with a Razor Leaf attack. Booyah Bucket with a barrier attack. Booyah Bucket gets his Razor Leaf attack deflected by Booyah Blaster. Wow, what a grab by Heck Bucket. What a throw. Looking for Razor Leaf. Can't find it. Booyah Blaster was able to recover. Gets a grab. Gets a throw. Gets a couple of ray gun shots. Looking to send Heck Bucket flying. Not able to do so thus far. What a vine whip by Heck Bucket on Booyah Blaster. Booyah Blaster with another barrier attack. Nice parry there by Heck Bucket. No to an avail. Gets kicked into oblivion by Booyah Blaster. What a shot by Heck Bucket on Booyah Blaster. Booyah is at 148% damage. Heck Bucket's just at 48. Seismic toss by Charizard's going to send Booyah Bucket flying and getting taken down to 1 stock. Heck Bucket's looking to survive game number 1. Both of these players are at 1 stock. Booyah Blaster does have a lot of damage advantage to work with. So one could send Booyah Blaster Heck Bucket flying and give this match to Booyah Blaster. We are going to see what happens though. Nice shot by Heck Bucket, getting things going against Booyah Blaster again. And maybe Heck Bucket getting this getting game number 1 under his belt. We're going to see what happens. Nope. Oh my gosh, Booyah Blaster just kicked the mess out of Heck Bucket. Somehow he's able to survive. Not going to be able to survive that side slash. And Booyah Bucket's going to be your winner of game number 1. We're on to game number 2.
Stop battle. Pokemon Trainer.
Game number 2 between Heck Bucket and Booyah Blaster on the way. Squirt. Heck Bucket's getting things kicked off with Squirtle. Looking to damage Booyah Blaster, and he's able to do so. Booyah Blaster up in the set 1-0 against Heck Bucket. Both of these players taking a pretty significant amount of damage. Let's see what happens here. Booyah Blaster sends Heck Bucket into the screen. Takes him down to 2 stocks almost immediately, less than a minute into this match. Booyah Blaster going back in on Heck Bucket, looking to do a lot of damage. Heck Bucket and Booyah Blaster at 91% damage, looking to take him down to 2 stocks. Booyah Blaster's not going to go away quietly though. Flying up to a throw, nice job by Heck Bucket there. Booyah Blaster finding his barrier on Heck Bucket. Heck Bucket grabs Booyah Blaster, launches him off the stage, not able to make a recovery. Nice job there by Booyah Blaster on Heck Bucket. Heck Bucket's at 117% damage. I don't know how he's still alive, but apparently he is. Both players are at 2 stocks. Heck Bucket and Booyah Blaster going hard at it. Booyah Blaster looking to blast Heck Bucket up and away. He's at 146% damage, 154% damage now. Still hasn't gotten knocked out by 1 stock. That split light kick from Falco's gonna send Heck Bucket flying and down to 1 stock. Heck Bucket has to figure something out if he wants a shot at winning against Booyah Blaster here. Oh wow, what a shot by Booyah Blaster on Heck Bucket. He's gonna get the better of this set. Both players are off the stage. Both players have to make a recovery. Heck Bucket's at 106% damage. Booyah Blaster's at 130. Booyah Blaster's going to get taken down to 1 stock too by Heck Bucket. Oh my goodness. Heck Bucket somehow surviving 130% damage. Can Booyah Blaster get the last shot on Heck Bucket? And he can. Booyah Blaster's going to go up 2-0 in this set. What a shot by Booyah Bucket on Heck Blaster. Going up 2-0. 1 away from advancing to the next round. We are coming down to the wire. This is game number 3 against Booyah Blaster and Heck Bucket. Heck Bucket has Booyah Blaster damaged pretty significantly here. Already at 86% damage for Booyah Blaster. I don't know how he's still hanging on, but somehow he is. 97% damage now for Booyah Blaster against Heck Bucket. Now 103. Heck Bucket putting in work in what potentially is his last match. If Heck Bucket loses this match, he will be eliminated from the tournament, and Booyah Blaster will be going fast pretty on. Somehow Booyah Blaster found it in him to knock Heck Bucket out and put him down to 2 stocks first. Okay, that's an interesting way of looking at things. Nice job by Heck Bucket on Booyah Blaster, but Booyah Blaster's going to get the better of the offensive exchange here. Gets a grab, gets a throw, gets a couple of kicks in. What a spike there from Booyah Blaster on Heck Bucket. That spike was immaculate. It's a goal. Anyways, Heck Bucket coming back and damaging Booyah Blaster, bouncing him off the side of the stage like he's a daggone soccer ball. Booyah Blaster in with a combo against Heck Bucket. Very nice combos him again. Combos him another time. To a good measure. What a shot by Heck Bucket on Booyah Blaster. Uh-oh, Heck Bucket may be in trouble against Booyah Blaster here. Both of these players sitting at a pretty moderate amount of damage. One nice shot by Heck Bucket and Booyah Blaster. Booyah looking to take things. Oh my goodness. Booyah Blaster wasn't able to recover that time. Gets taken down to 1 stock against Heck Bucket. The Heck Bucket's hitting at 92% damage. Getting a lot of damage now. Nice job by Heck Bucket and Booyah Blaster, both. What a shot by Booyah Blaster on Heck Bucket. Heck Bucket's still somehow hanging on at 100% damage. Heck Bucket may do the darn thing here against Booyah Blaster. Fine with grabs, gets the stage slam. Booyah Blaster looking not to get knocked out here. Has to figure some kind of offense out. Oh my gosh. Somehow Booyah Blaster got the better end of that exchange, and Booyah Blaster is going to be moving on to the next set. Alright, this next night on stream is going to be Habibi and Tuzaki. Congratulations to Booyah Blaster for moving on to the loser semifinal round. And this is going to be the winner's final round between Habibi and Tuzaki. And the winner of this round will move on to grand finals. And the loser of this round will be moving on to the loser's final round. And awaiting the winner of Booyah Blaster and whoever wins between Z-Man and Wrong. You guys are just tuning in to chat. This is Smash Masters number 90. I'm your host for tonight, Mudkip. Just a quick reminder to all our viewers that after tonight's set, we will exclusively be shifting Smash Masters to Friday nights here at the Outer Limits. Same start time, 7 or 7:30.
Start the battle. Donkey Kong.
Tuzaki against Habibi going to get underway for you guys here shortly. Tuzaki's locking in on Donkey Kong. Habibi's locking in on Min Min. Well, if anything, Zaki's got a lot of Min Min practice already because he faced Z-Man and beat him earlier in the tournament. But I must say, Habibi definitely plays a different Min Min though, so it may pose a challenge to Zaki, but it remains to be seen. Habibi is getting things going and wow. Zaki wasn't able to recover there, and Zaki's already down to 2 stocks. Starting this game off behind the 8 ball. Nice thunder clap from Tuzaki. Sends Habibi flying, and Habibi Wow, Zaki gets the grab, gets the throw. Looking for a couple of hammer fists on Habibi. Habibi's at 96% damage. Zaki getting chased. One sucker punch later. Habibi gets sent down to one stock. That's the thing about Donkey Kong Sucker Punch. It's absolutely dangerous if you're at a high amount of damage, because one punch from that, one hit from that, and you're going bye-bye. As you just saw an example display there. But if Zaki somehow gets knocked out, he won't have to recharge his punch. Just totally missed that punch though. That's okay. Habibi not letting Zaki, trying to not let Zaki close in the space on the gap of space. Zaki looking to do just that though. Habibi up smashes Zaki, takes him down to one stop. Zaki has the damage advantage against Habibi. Habibi's at 113% damage. Can Habibi hang on, gets a grab, gets a throw, gets a couple of punches. Zaki is off the stage. Habibi's just going to keep hammering away at him. How did Zaki recover? Chat. That shouldn't have been possible, but somehow Zaki did. Makes an immaculate recovery to get back on stage. Somehow is staying alive on Donkey Kong at 98% damage against Habibi. Habibi punches Zaki again. Zaki gonna respawn again on stage, and is going to smack Habibi right into our screen. What a shot from Zaki on Habibi. Holy smokes. W game 1 for Zaki there. Alright. I do believe that both of these players are going to stay on their respective characters. Yep, and they are. Zaki stays on Donkey Kong. Habibi is going to stay on Min Man. Not too much of a change. Zaki looking to lock in against Habibi here. Best of 5 match. Zaki won the first one against Habibi. Looking to take him down in game number 2 here. Wow. It's going to be Habibi keeping Zaki at bay, ensuring he can't close that gap. Taking Zaki down to 2 stocks first here in the match. A little controller trouble for Habibi. It's okay though. Habibi is able to get things worked out with his controller and able to respond. Took a walk off stage though. Maybe he just wanted a reset for his damage. Interesting enough, Habibi is going to look to damage Zaki and continue the damage, get the damage going against Zaki, but Zaki's looking to close the damage on Habibi and take him down to 1 stock. Habibi is not going to go away quietly though, I know that much for sure. He's definitely a formidable competitor. Doesn't lose easily. It's more graceful about taking the L than some of these other players are. What a swat from Zaki on Habibi. Zaki and Habibi both fighting off stage. We'll see who gets the better of this exchange. Habibi gets a grab, gets a throw. Both players able to work back to the stage. Habibi gets the grab, gets the throw again on Zaki, able to take him down to 1 stock. Zaki has a damage advantage though, so we'll see what he's able to do with it. And he's able to keep it here against Habibi. Habibi's at 76% damage. Zaki knocks Habibi off the stage. Swats at Habibi once. Habibi is not going to be able to recover. Zaki just won game number 2. Going for a sweep on Habibi.
battle. Donkey Kong. Min Min.
Wow, chat. If you're a Min Min player, definitely don't pick that against Tuzaki. He seemed to have gotten this Donkey Kong Min Min matchup down pat now. Game number 3, potentially Habibi's last game, at least on this set. Zaki looking for the sweep. Habibi looking to prevent that from happening. Habibi with a couple of Zaki with a grab and a couple of swats at Habibi. Nice job there. Knocking Habibi off the stage. Habibi is able to make a... Oh my gosh. I think Zaki just gave Habibi a boost there. And helped him back on stage. I don't know if that's what Zaki was trying to do, but that's what happened. Both of these players have well over 100% damage now. Zaki getting the better of that offensive exchange and getting the first stock advantage against Habibi. Nice barrel roll into Habibi. Habibi is able to recover. Habibi gets a grab, gets a throw against Zaki. Trying to keep Zaki at bay. Zaki's able to respond. Zaki's at 137% damage against Habibi. Has a stock advantage, doesn't have the damage advantage, but that's okay. Habibi is going to keep Zaki at bay and prevent him from recovering. Zaki going to respawn and go right back to work on Habibi. Habibi has a flaming dragon fist. I've never seen that before on Min Min, but apparently it is a thing because that's what Habibi is using against Zaki right now. Zaki's able to work and close the gap in slightly. Habibi is able to keep Zaki at bay. And Habibi knocks Zaki down to one stock. Zaki's at one stock. Habibi's still got 2 stocks left. I'm not saying a reverse sweep is absolutely impossible, but a reverse sweep is definitely hard. Gets a grab, gets a throw. Gonna bounce Habibi off the side of the stage and get some leverage there. Habibi gonna come back and pummel Zaki a few more times. Zaki somehow is able to recover. Habibi gets a grab, gets a throw. Has Zaki at 121% damage. Swats at Habibi a couple of times. Zach has to dodge a couple of those punches from Habibi. One of those punches could have sent Zach flying, but he made sure that didn't happen. Nice block again there by Zach. Holy smokes. Zach got the blocks down pat against him. Well, against him. And that's going to spell the set for Habibi. Nice set by Zaki. Congratulations on him moving on to the grand finals. Seems like Booyah Blaster and Z-Man's going to take place on stage next. Yep, that's exactly what's about to happen. Welcome in, chat. If you're just tuning in, this is Smash Masters number 90. We're almost done with this tournament. This is loser semi-final match. I'm your host for tonight, Mudkip. We have for you on stage Booyah Blaster and Z-Man. Zundelman. Liking the rebrands by some of these competitors. Zundelman. Uh-oh. It seems like Z-Man's gonna lock in on Steve. Think he's had enough of losing, yes. Min.
3, 2, 1.
We'll see what happens. Match number 1 against Booyah Blaster and Zundamar. Oh, that's a new tactic. I can't say I've seen that played before, but I guess that works. Booyah Blaster just shot Z-Man's TNT block right back at him. Nice combo by Booyah Blaster on Zundamar. And that's exactly what you have to do against Steve. You cannot let him breathe. You got to be barreling down his back 24/7. More or less shot by Zundamar. Both of these players down to 2 stocks. Zundamar has Booyah Blaster down at 1 stock, looking to slash his way into a Game 1 victory. Has Booyah Blaster up in the air. Booyah Blaster looking to damage Zundamar. Oh, nope, that 1 shot from Z-Man is going to spell the end to the game for game number 1. Taking it to small battlefield for game number 2 out of a possible 5. Let's see if Booyah Blaster can figure something out against Zundamar.
1, go!
Alright, gonna shoot the... Oh, don't get blown up by the dynamite block, will you? That wouldn't be too good. Booyah Blaster almost got blown up by Insanos. Zundamar's dynamite block. Booyah looking to damage Zundamar. He's able to do so thus far. Z-Man's right back on the attack. Has Booyah Blaster at 48% damage. Booyah Blaster looking to damage Z-Man for any amount of combos right now, but Z-Man's not letting that happen. Zundamar getting right back to it. Booyah Blaster coming right back on his heels with a couple of offensive combos of his own. Tries to ride a minecart into Booyah Blaster, doesn't work. Booyah Blaster gets the up kick, gets the spike. Nice job by Z-Man trying to prevent Booyah Blaster from building that base. That was what I was talking about earlier, chat. If you're going to be playing against Steve, you have to be quicker than him. And ideally you want to make him chase you. Which it doesn't seem like Booyah Blaster's in the business of doing, so that's fine. We'll just see how it works out for him. Booyah Blaster. Z-Man's going to work to build his way back up on stage. Going to make Booyah Blaster chase him a little bit. Wow, what a shot by Z-Man on Booyah Blaster, taking him down to 2 stocks. Booyah Blaster has the damage advantage though. Going to send Z-Man away, looking to take him up and out. Not going to be able to do so. Nice shot by Booyah Man. to knock Booyah Blaster to knock Z-Man down to 1 stock. We'll see what Zundo Man has in store for Booyah Blaster here. Booyah Blaster looking to damage Z-Man pretty significantly. Z-Man has Booyah Blaster off stage. Booyah Blaster off stage again. Go for the anvil attack. Can't find it. One side smash later is going to send Booyah Blaster down to 1 stock. Has the damage advantage. Booyah Blaster does. We'll see if he's able to utilize it. Not going to be able to there. Nice job by Z-Man keeping the attack going. Trying to dodge some attacks by Booyah Blaster while keeping the offense up on his end. Nice pickaxe spike attempt. Nope, that pickaxe spike attempt's not going to work. Booyah Blaster's going to set up at 1 game apiece. Game 3 underway between Zundo Man and Booyah Blaster.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, we'll see who wins game number 3 here out of a possible 5. Booyah Blaster gonna try to blow Z-Man's TNT block into him. Has a couple of combos going. Drops an anvil on Booyah Blaster. Oh my gosh, he's gonna knock him all the way off the opposite side of the stage. Has a little bit of a base going. Booyah Blaster's gonna be able to barrier attack Z-Man a little bit. Z-Man getting the better of the offensive exchange. Has Booyah Blaster at 111% damage now. 112. Going to try to prevent him from recovering. Not going to be able to do so. Missed the anvil spike there. Booyah Blaster's back in on it. Both of the players off the stage. Z-Man blasts Booyah Blaster off the side of the stage. Booyah Blaster's not able to make a recovery. Booyah's down to 2 stocks. Trying to knock Z-Man down to 2 stocks as well. Z-Man, Booyah's got the damage advantage. Oh, we're going to take a minecart. Going to get the spike. One of these players has to recover, and it's going to be Z-Man. Zundo Man against Booyah Blaster there. Oh my goodness. Booyah Blaster may have just walked to a Zundo Man trap. Zundo Man's entire thing is he'll build off stage. He'll build like a thing, work his way back onto the stage, and then hope he takes it. Throws him into a block, slashes him on the way down. Game 3 is going to go to Zundo Man. Potentially a deciding game 4. Gonna go for some Sonic music here. What are we going to choose? All right.
Start the battle. Up here.
Game number 4.
3, 2,
Could be the deciding game
go!
for Zundo Man. All right. Nice spike again by Zundo Man against Booyah Blaster. Knocks Booyah Blaster off the stage. Broke the fort. Prevented Booyah Blaster from recovering. Booyah Blaster goes down to 2 stocks. Early goings of game number 4. Booyah Blaster does have to win this match if he wants to see a game 5. Knocks took a page out of Zundo Man's playbook and bounced him off the stage. Bounced him off his own block. Zundo Man's the mastermind though. Going to... And that's what I mean. Zundo Man's a mastermind. He gets a base going and that's going to be all she wrote. You're not going to be able to recover off of that unless you fall off something absolutely monotonous. Which didn't exactly happen there. But Brilliant Blaster hot on Zundo Man's tail. Not letting him breathe for a minute. Zundo Man's off stage right now. Finds his way back on stage. Zundo Man gets the attacks going. Tries to knock Brilliant Blaster off stage again. Brilliant Blaster is getting the better of this offensive exchange right now against Zundo Man. Zundo Man with a... Oh my gosh! What a pickaxe spike by Zundo Man against Brilliant Blaster, and Zundo Man's going to win it. Due to unfortunate events in Zundo Man having to forfeit, we will be heading into our grand finals match, which means we will be heading into our main event of the evening. So instead of Zundo Man playing Habibi, Habibi will automatically advance and go back to face Tuzaki in grand finals. Unfortunately, sometimes work duty calls. Definitely sorry that Zundo couldn't stick around for the tournament, but sometimes life just happens. Hopefully he's able to rejoin us back on Friday night and able to stick out the tournament. We hate to see any competitor have to leave early. Alright, best of luck to... Whoops, I just lost the bracket. Best of luck to... Never mind, he said he can stay. Okay. Alright, the next match on screen is going to be Habibi and Zundo Man. Habibi and Zundo Man going at it. This is the loser's final match.
Start the battle. Min Min. Min Min.
And we're going to get a Min match.
2, 1, go!
Okay. It's going to be hard telling who's who, but I'll try to keep up. Wow. Seems like Habibi got the better end of that exchange. Sent Zundo Man down to 2 stocks. Early goings of this match. Z-Man coming back with some offense of his own. Habibi's looking to keep Z-Man at bay and proving to him why he's the better Min player out of them two. Oh, not going to be able to recover there. Z-Man's down to 1 stock on Min against another Min. Nice job by Habibi there to make sure he didn't recover and wasn't able to come back on stage. Both of these Spurs duking it out on center stage right now. See? Habibi's still at his perfect 3 stocks. Zundo Man's going to be able to recover. Z-Man's going to... Habibi's going to grab him, going to throw him. Z-Man returns the favor on Habibi. Gets the grab, gets the throw of his own. Habibi's gonna be looking to... Oh! Nope, Habibi's not gonna be looking to do anything because Habibi just got knocked out and sent down to 2 stocks. That punch may send Zondo Man flying, no? Both of his players are down to 1 stock. Nope! Zondo Man's not going to be able to recover either. Habibi is going to be your winner of game number 1. Habibi self-sacrificed the stock in order to make sure Zondo Man didn't recover, and he's going to take down game number 1. This is pretty exciting to call. We'll see who goes on. He takes down game number 2. Potentially 5 games.
3, 2, 1, go!
In the best of 5. First to 3 wins the set. And we'll move on to Grand Finals to face the winner of 2 Zaki. Looks like it's going to be Zondo Man getting the better of this offensive exchange. At least for the earlier part of the go. Nope. Habibi coming back with some offense of his own and turn this match right side up on its head. Z-Man's recovered. Fists just flying everywhere. We got 2 minions going at it. Nope. It's gonna be Zondo Man getting the first stock advantage against Habibi here. Habibi looking to punch Zondo Man and send him down 2 stocks. Unable to do it thus far. Has Zondo Man off the stage. Zondo Man makes a recovery. Gets a grab, gets a slam. Not able to knock Habibi out yet. Habibi's still hanging on. Zondo Man has Habibi off the stage. Both players fighting off the stage now. Both players recovering. It's going to be Habibi knocking Zondo Man down to 2 stocks. Finally. Habibi has the damage advantage now. Both players are at 2 stocks. Let's see who gets taken down to 1 stock first. Habibi looking to make sure Zondo Man doesn't recover. Bounces him off the side of the stage. Gets a grab, gets a throw. Gonna looking to punch him off the side of the stage again, and he's going to be able to. Zondo Man's down to 1 stock. His last stock on this match. We'll see what he's able to do with it. Habibi's going to try to prevent him from recovering. Habibi's at 99% damage. Zondo Man's at... Oh! That match is going to go exactly the way Habibi wanted it to. Habibi's going to go on to win game number 2. 1 more match for Habibi, and he will move on to face 2 Zaki in the Grand Finals. Going to small battlefield.
Stock battle.
We'll see if Z-Man elects
Isabel. Min. 3, 2, 1.
This is an interesting change of events. Habibi with a severe amount of damage on Zondo Man. Habibi gets the grab, gets the throw against Zondo Man. Z-Man's hanging on 115% damage on Villager, 128 now. Habibi, both of them dive off the stage. It's going to be Z-Man who gets the better of that encounter. Wow, what a shot from Habibi, knocking Zondo Man up and out, taking him down to 2 stocks as well. What a shot by Zondo Man against Habibi there. Habibi's throwing punches left and right trying to connect with Zondo Man. Zondo Man's trying to prevent Habibi from recovering on stage. He's able to do so. Zondo Man appears on the other side of the stage. Habibi right back with the punches. Zondo Man has to make a recovery and does. Habibi with a couple of more punches follows Zondo Man off the stage. Habibi is not going to be able to recover, and Zondo Man is going to win this next game.
Stop battle.
Alright, Zondo Man against Habibi. We are in losers finals.
3, 2, 1, go!
Zondo Man getting things started against Habibi. Oh! Almost punched his way into a Zondo Man 2 stock, but Zondo Man somehow able to make a recovery on stage. Both of those players going down to 2 stocks simultaneously. Wow, wow. Both players have to make a recovery on stage. Zondo Man grabs Habibi, grabs Zondo Man, sends him flying. Has a grab, has a throw, is trying to punch his way into getting him down to 1 stop. Zondo Man's not having any of it. Zondo Man's going to try to make Habibi commit to something here. Nice job by Habibi on Zondo Man. Trying to take him down to 1 stop. Zondo Man's not going to wait quietly. Habibi finally able to do so. Against Zondo Man. Zondo Man has work to do if he wants a shot at beating Habibi here. Habibi coming back, firing rights and lefts like it's nobody's business. Zondo Man gets a grab, gets the throw, bounces Habibi off the side of the stage, goes down to 1 stop. Nice job by Habibi there. Habibi blasts both of Zondo Man's balloons. Zondo Man almost not able to make a recovery there. Habibi with a blast on Zondo Man. Trying to keep him at bay. May not be able to do so. Zondo Man has to make another recovery. Is able to do so there. That up smash is going to take care of things. Though for Zondo Man. Well, turns out Habibi just won that set in game number 5. Habibi and Tuzaki will be going on at for grand finals. And I get to call this the way it's supposed to be called. And now, your featured main event of the evening. In the blue corner, playing Donkey Kong, we have Tuzaki. In the red corner, playing Min Min, we have Habibi. We will see who wins this set. Good luck to both contestants, and may the best smasher win. Ah. Yeah, that was a bad Bruce Buffer impression. Hey, well. Alright guys, this is the last match of the evening. This is Grand Finals against with Habibi against Tuzak. Who is going to be crowned this? Oh, I was about to say this week's. Then I remembered we still have a Smash tournament on Friday. So who's going to get crowned the champion for today? The $1 million question is Grand Finals. Dun, 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 dun. The $1 million question is, can Tuzaki prevail against something? Stay tuned and we'll find out together. It's a baby all over Tuzaki in game number 1, getting things going in the earlier part of the match. Finding every single thing he's launching at Tuzaki right now. Tuzaki has to hang on for dear life, and Tuzaki does. Tuzaki with a grab, Tuzaki with a couple of punches. Who's going to get the first stock advantage here? Will it be the BB or will it be Tuzaki? Nobody knows! Nice job. Wow, nice punch by Habibi on Tuzaki there, knocking him out and taking him down to 2 stocks. Wow. Tuzaki with a nice shot on Habibi. Habibi has to make another recovery, and Habibi doesn't. Tuzaki with a grab with the throw against Habibi. Both of the players off the stage. He made Habibi commit and miss. What a play from Tuzaki to take Habibi down to 2 stocks. Gonna do a couple of ground pounds like his life depends on it, because it kinda does. What a sucker punch by Tuzaki against Habibi there. Habibi has to make a recovery and does. Tuzaki going back on the offense, kicks Habibi once, sends him flying, and takes him down to 1 stock. Habibi is going to try to take Tuzaki down to 1 stock here too, and potentially win game number 1. Oh man, I forgot to mention, if Habibi wins 3 games, this bracket will reset and we will play another 5, potentially 5 games. Another set of sets. But we shall see what happens. Tuzaki looking pretty formidable against Habibi right now. Habibi finds another shot against Tuzaki. Tuzaki is still hanging on 181% damage on Donkey Kong. I'm not going to hang on for much longer there. This is going to be a 0% damage match. Oh no, Habibi's getting things cooking against Tuzaki. Punches him off the stage again, following up with a couple of more punches, and a couple of more punches. And another one. You get a left hook. You get a left hook. Tuzaki coming back in with a couple of combos of his own. Has Habibi at 76% damage. That's one thing about Donkey Kong though. When he punches you, it hurts and you feel it. Good job to Tuzaki on taking down game number 1 against Habibi. 2 more wins of that caliber, and he'll be today's Smash Masters winner until Friday, tentatively. Or we could potentially crown a new Smash Masters winner. Alright, Habibi and Tuzaki going at it for game number 2. Will Habibi finally win a match, or will Tuzaki go up 2 games to 0? Stay tuned and find out. Tuzaki's going to barrel roll into Habibi. Habibi's going to punch Tuzaki, try to bounce him off the stage. No to an avail. Tuzaki has to recover on the stage. finds her, is going to try to find her BB. Tuzaki gets her back, gets her up throw, gets her up smash, takes her BB down to 2 stock. A BB gonna come back and rain left and rights like crazy. Takes Tuzaki down to 2 stock. Tuzaki has to rethink his offense here. Tuzaki keeping the offense going on Habibi. Already has him at 47% damage. Tries to barrel roll into Habibi. Nothing to do in there. Habibi's trying to knock Tuzaki out and take him down to 1 stock. First, before Tuzaki knocks him down to 1 stock, but not going to be able to do so. Gets the grab, gets the suplex. Nothing to do there, and Tuzaki has to make a recovery, and Tuzaki does. Tuzaki blocks a couple of Habibi attacks. Goes right back on the attack against Habibi. Habibi's down to 1 stop first here in game number 2. Tuzaki looking to stay right on top of Habibi and not letting him breathe. Tuzaki has had 144% damage. Habibi dodges a barrel roll by Tuzaki. Nice barrel roll, nice dodge there by Habibi against Tuzaki. Habibi trying to punch Tuzaki, not going to be able to. Gets a grab, gets a throw. Tuzaki's off the stage, and Tuzaki has to make a recovery. Another grab and a throw. Tuzaki is down to 1 stock, but has a massive damage advantage. We'll see what Tuzaki can do with it. What he's going to do with it is super kick Habibi into absolute oblivion. One more kick from that massive foot of his sends Habibi flying. Habibi goes down and goes down in this set 2-0 against Tuzaki.
Stop the battle. Min Donkey Kong.
Alright, potentially a game deciding number 3 for Habibi here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Tuzaki going back in hard on this one. All over Habibi. Tuzaki wants the right to call himself tonight's Smash Masters champion. Going to block that down smash attack from Habibi. Barrel rolls right back into him. Tuzaki has Habibi pretty well damaged now. Right for the pickings, actually. Maybe sitting at 91% damage. Swats at him a couple of times. One up smash, double hammer fist. It's going to be all she wrote to send Habibi flying down to 2 stops. Tuzaki's staying on the attack here against Habibi. Blocks that punch from Habibi. Both of these players off the stage. Both of the players make a recovery. One sucker punch from Tuzaki on Habibi has him at 81% damage. Habibi looking to take Tuzaki down to 2 stocks. Zaki somehow finding a way to hang on against Habibi, at least for the early part of this going. Zaki blasts, Habibi blasts Zaki. Zaki once knocks him off stage, blasts him again, knocks him up, and away. Zaki's going to go down to 2 stocks here against Habibi. And Habibi's down to 2 stocks too. Zaki has a massive amount of damage advantage against Habibi though. That spinning hammer fist always works when the other opponent's at high damage. Work for Zaki there. Knocked Habibi up, and away, and Habibi's down to 1 stop. Habibi is in trouble. Habibi has to find a way to come back. Can he do it? Nope. Not there at least. Habibi trying to knock Tuzaki off the stage, preventing him from making a recovery. Kicking Tuzaki off stage again. Going to try to keep him at bay. The longer he can keep Tuzaki at bay, the better off it's going to be for Habibi. Prevents Tuzaki from making a recovery. Tuzaki's down to 1 stop now, but has a damage advantage against Habibi. Blocks that attack. Gets the grab, gets the throw. What an up smash from to Zaki, and that's gonna be your set. Congratulations to our champion for this week. I mean, for today at least, to Zaki. I'm taking it down in 3 games against Habibi. That's going to be all for tonight, folks. Again, I'm your host, Mudkip. Come back on Friday night. And we'll see y'all then. Until then, this is Mudkip signing off. We'll see y'all on Friday, folks. And feel free to check out our stream on Thursday night where we're going to have our Street Fighter, Tekken 8, and 2XKO a Thursday night throwdown tournament. Somebody's got to stop him. I concur. Well, seems like chat just tuned in for seeing Tuzaki win the tournament. Well, welcome in, chat, and at the same time, goodbye, chat. This has been a fun match to call. Congratulations on Tuzaki to win the tournament. Good night, folks. We'll see you guys on Friday. Back for another edition of Smash Masters. I definitely agree. Tuzaki is a menace on Donkey Kong.